Welcome to The Made Gentleman, a show where we talk about everything related to being a gentleman. You know, there are so many articles, blogs, and channels out there that talk about how to be and act like a gentleman. However, there are so very few that really talk about how to become one. Because we all know that if you're acting like a gentleman, it'll come to an end, and eventually no one will really believe you. So today, we're going to talk about what does being a gentleman really mean? So let's define it. Webster's dictionary says, it's a man who treats other people in a proper and polite way, a man of high social status. Oxford Dictionary says, a man of good social position, especially one of wealth and leisure. A polite or formal way of referring to a man. Now, of course, we can't look up a definition on the internet without going to Wikipedia. So Wikipedia says, it's a term that refers to any man of good, courteous conduct. It may also refer to all men collectively, as in indications of gender-separated facilities, or as a sign of the speaker's own courtesy when addressing others. In its original meaning, the term denoted a man of the lowest rank of the English gentry, standing below an esquire and above a yeoman. What that really means is that a gentleman is here, and above him, all the way to the top, is an emperor. And below is a king, an archduke, the grand duke, a prince, and so forth. So now that we know a little bit of its origin, we can kind of understand where all these characteristics that we use to describe a gentleman all really come from. My personal definition of a gentleman is someone who's well-balanced, takes care of themselves, humble, knowledgeable, approachable, well-mannered, and above all else, themselves. Because if what you do is not who you are, then what you do doesn't really matter. Some of you guys are wondering, well, you know, who am I to speak about this topic? To be honest, I don't proclaim myself to be one. However, you know, in my life experiences and through the many encounters I've had with different people, I've always been told that I was one. And, you know, I would always just brush it off and say thank you, because, you know, to me, I was just doing what I was supposed to do. So I figured I'd make a show that touches upon everyday topics, such as, like, movies, current events, books, celebrities, everyday people, health, fitness, you know, things that happen in my life, everything and anything that I can tie it back on how to become a gentleman. For example, today I was at the post office. I just sold something on eBay, so I had to go ship it out. I was by the packing area where they have like the labels and stuff like that, and I was trying to find the right box to put my item in and pack it up. By the time that I got online, I was about third from the front, and by the time I got to the counter, there was already 5 people waiting in line behind me. When I was packing up my box by the packing area, there wasn't a pen, so I needed to borrow a pen. So I decided, instead of like wasting time or, you know, taking up all the time at the counter, I decided to just pay for the box and the tape that I bought, and then step aside and then write the address and stuff like that. So by the time I was done, 3 people already had gone in front of me, and so I jumped back online. Instead of, you know, normally people would just move up when the person in front of them was done. However, I decided to just jump back online. That way, you know, the people can just go in front of me. And when I got back online, you know, the lady in front of me was like, you know, you were technically next. You want to go in front of me? I was like, no, that's okay. It's not a problem. She goes, are you sure? I goes, yeah, it's fine. I had nothing to do anyway today. I really had a lot to do. And then the guy at the very front was like, yeah, dude, you know, technically you're online. I was like, no, it's okay, really, but thank you. You know, it's really not a big deal. You know, in the moment, it was really nothing. You know, it's just something that I just did. But looking back on it, I was like, oh, you know, like, those are the examples that I can talk about on this show, and it's like a perfect example to start the show off with. You know, it's the little things that we do every day that can make such a big impression on someone's day or life. You never really know. You know, my life's goal is always to be inspiring, whether it be little or big. Whether I inspire someone by the way I dress, whether I inspire someone by what I say or what I do, as long as I can make a positive impression on that person's day or life, that's all that really matters, and that's all I really care about. So now that you guys know a little bit of what this show is going to be about, let me tell you a little bit about myself. First off, my name is Mark. Nice to meet you guys. I was born in Chicago by way of New Jersey, with influences spanning from California to New York to the Philippines. I have dove into the realms of computer science, auto mechanics, real estate, nursing, business, fashion, and photography. My true passions are photography, fashion, cars, and music, with my true love being photography. I always say that if I can travel the world and help people and document it through my photographs, that would be my life's dream. So if someone can make that happen, reach out to me. So that's a little bit about myself. You guys will definitely learn a lot more about me as you guys continue to watch, and I hope you guys do. You know, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I hope to have a lot of fun. There can be some deep conversations. There can be some fun topics. You know, we're going to go through everything. Anything that ties back to being a gentleman. That's what I want to do and what I want to talk about. And, you know, I want to help you guys get there. You know, there's so many different aspects, though, to being a gentleman that it's not going to happen overnight. You know, it's really, you have to really work on yourself. You have to be happy with yourself first before you can project the real, true characteristics of what a gentleman is. And I really hope to help you and everyone out there with this show. That's the show for today. I hope you guys are intrigued. I hope you guys are interested. I hope you guys come back next time. I'm going to be doing this weekly, hopefully, as long as the life's Mondays don't get in the way, and I will try my best not to. And I want to end the show with a real quote that I just heard the other day. I just read the other day, actually. And I love quotes, by the way, but this one really resonated with me. And I think this is actually my favorite quote. The two most important days in your life are the day that you were born and the day that you find yourself. That was said by Mark Twain. I want you guys to think about that quote, really truly understand it, you know, based on the things I've just said. You know, it's the day that you enter this world and the day that you really find out why. You know, that's so deep, and you may not find out, and you may not understand it right away, but when you do, it's going to make a big impact. Leave comments, even if they're negative. Hopefully they're positive. I hope you guys are gentlemen, and even the ladies who are watching this, hope you guys are very ladylike and very polite when you're leaving your comments. You know, if they're constructive, by all means, that's great. Leave topics that you guys want me to talk about. Ask questions if you guys have anything to ask about. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys.